Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. Today we're going to talk about a couple of the weird railings around the ship. But people ask me all the time, why are there these two rungs of bars up around here? Sometimes it's people on the ship who are visiting and they're like, what is that up there? Sometimes it's modelers who have to put this fiddly little brass feature around their models to be 100% accurate. I'm like, what the heck is that for? And one does have to wonder, why are they adding these weird metal pieces on a ship that's limited in weight by international treaty? Well, it's so that you can wash the bridge windows. I wouldn't have known what this was for, but 1950s quartermaster Bob Walters told me that he had to come out here to wash the bridge windows. And man, let me tell you, the Navy did not do this well. First of all, I don't believe that they wore harnesses when they did this. You're supposed to clip a harness over your head so that there's less distance to fall. Well, there's no bar overhead. And that's where I really want to hold on to, because holding on down here below my waist, if I start to fall from up here, I've got so much momentum, I can't really hold on from there. Obviously, they can't put this bar here because you've got the bridge windows, but man, oh man, this is not a comfortable way to hang on. So maybe that's just the type of harness I'm using that's more modern. Maybe an older arbor saddle style harness that wraps around your waist and legs and has a clip right here, which would allow you to hook on and just sit and clean the windows would make more sense. But I don't have one of those to test out right now. But it's an interesting feature. They were thinking, how do we clean the bridge windows? Let's put a walkway out here for some non-rate to have to use. Even though weight's a consideration, they still do it. And they install a couple of steps right here on the edge of the railing so that the sailors can climb over the bulwark and out here. So this style square enclosed bridge was added to the Iowa-class battleships in the late 44 or early 45, depending on the ship. Wisconsin and Missouri were built with it. New Jersey and Iowa were not and had to have it retrofitted in. So originally, New Jersey had a completely open bridge up here. That's what was common on battleships, and they enclosed it before she deployed during World War II with a different style bridge. The ship was designed to operate in both the North Atlantic hunting German commerce raiders and in the expanses of the Pacific, so they decided an enclosed space made sense. So they added the windows. However, as we've talked about in other videos, we've got one linked below, the overpressure from firing the 16-inch guns would shatter these windows, so they can be rolled down. When they roll down, they're in a compartment in the bulkhead here. There's a space between this wood paneling you see below the window and the steel exterior. So it's not like you can roll the windows down and clean them on the inside, and it's kind of difficult to take that cover off and pull the windows out and clean them every time that they need to. Some of the windows have windshield wipers, but most do not. So, this was a question that was asked by fans in the comment section down below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down there too. We've made over 650 videos at this point in the last 2 years. Be sure to go and check our YouTube page and use the search function there to see if your question's already been answered in one of these videos. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State and also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. We really appreciate your support. You can also support the museum by liking, sharing, and subscribing, or by clicking on the donate button in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to spend an evening with me and other battleship enthusiasts and support the museum, Saturday, January 8th, we are hosting a meet and greet on board the ship. This starts at 4:30 and will probably run to about 9 p.m. During the talk, I'm going to answer questions from people like you, and also we're going to talk about my opinions on a couple of my favorite questions. One of them, what would a modernized Iowa-class battleship look like in 2022? And another one, what would have happened if Battleship New Jersey was in the San Bernardino Strait? Those are just a couple of the questions. We'll have some other ones, and again, you guys can submit questions. This talk probably will not end up on the YouTube channel, and if it does, it'll be months before it happens. So if you're in the area and you want to support the museum, I'd love it if you came out and met me. The winter is traditionally a very slow time for the museum, so coming out and participating in events like this really helps us get through to the next busy season. There's a link in the description below with more information if you're interested in attending.